My name is Richard Abbot, and I'm from the centre of England, Northampton, and I practice a unique method of numerology and tarot. The greatest thing that anybody can do with their life is to discover and to follow their life purpose. So my readings are all about enabling the person to get at that information. Not so much predicting, more empowering. You are unique. Everybody is unique. We all know this, but the implications of it are far-reaching. If you are unique, then there is no point comparing yourself to anybody else on the planet. You are neither worse looking or better looking, or more attractive or less attractive, or more successful or less successful than anybody else, because there is nobody else to compare to. Apples and oranges. If there's no point comparing your situation to anybody else's, then you are just fine. There is nothing wrong with you. Your uniqueness has a purpose, and the purpose is that you can do something with your life that nobody else can do. There is a contribution that only you can make. My role is to help you to find what that contribution is, for you to put your piece of the jigsaw puzzle in place. The sooner you can do that, the sooner everybody else can do that. It's terrifyingly simple, but it tends to get lost in amongst all the other practices that we might discover. You are unique, there is no one else like you, it is like that for a reason, because you can do something that only you can do, and it's simply a matter of finding it. If you follow this through, because this is not new information, everybody knows this, but if you follow this through, then what you have is a world free of war and of killing and of disadvantage in every way, because I need you to fulfill your purpose. You need me to fulfill my purpose. We all need each other to fulfill their purpose in life. And in fact, that's all we can do. I can't do your job, you can't do mine, we can only do our own. If we are only doing our own thing, then I should not disadvantage you in any way, because I need you to do your job. If you suffer, I suffer. If you don't do your job, I miss out. If anybody on the planet doesn't do their job, we all miss out. You follow through, you begin at, we are all unique, you follow that through, we have a world free of war, free of suffering, free of difficulties, free of pain, because we are all invested in helping each other get to where we need to be, but not to help each other become like us, to help each other become themselves. It's terrifyingly simple, but it's the root, I think, of everything. Nothing could exist without numbers. Numbers bring patterns, patterns bring shapes, shapes bring life, and life brings colour. Everything roots to numbers. All of the tarot cards are numbered. Even pages, kings, queens, knights, they have a relationship to the number 4. Everything in the tarot is numbered. Numerology is the practice of the study of number. So you, I, everything, everybody can be understood through numerology and tarot. It can be given life and it can be given meaning through numerology and tarot. You are not one person. You are 4 people. You are 4 energies. There are 4 energies inside you, each requiring expression, each requiring a way forward in life. These can be understood through the practice of numerology and the practice of tarot. Get those 4 energies on your side, life becomes a harmonious endeavour. Let those 4 energies rule you, and life just becomes a constant battle. I'm all about simplicity. The work of life, I think, is about resolving complexity, getting rid of complex things. Numerology is not complicated. It's a system to learn, but it's not a difficult one. The tarot is not complex. It's very simple. We have to abandon all the stuff that we think we know. We can embrace those two tools, keep life simple, and recognise that you are the only one there is, and that there is nothing wrong with you. This quest to discover your uniqueness and to discover your purpose is actually, it's worth doing because it brings happiness. It's not some mystical road of hardship and denial of life. It brings happiness and it brings fulfillment. It's really worth doing, trying to discover your way forward. But your way forward toward happiness and fulfillment is actually, can be broken down into 4 roads. And those 4 roads can be discovered and analysed and understood by the practice of tarot and by the practice of numerology. Before us, at the point of birth, are 4 roads to travel. But at first, we only can see and appreciate the first road. And the first road will be different for everybody. But for example, it would be to discover and to master the ability to communicate and interact with others, just as an example. That would be the first road. We would go down that road in our life for as long as it took until we'd cracked that, or at least had got to grips with it in some way, and then something will happen. There'll be a turning point, there'll be an event, and our second road will then open up before us, and our second road will be different. So it may be, for example, that we need to then embrace the world of travel, the world of experiencing different cultures, as an example. So our life at that point will start to develop some richness, and we will become multifaceted. There will be more to us than there appears to be at first. We will also start to have multiple interests and contrary needs. We will need to be like that one day and like that the following day. That's when we have the second road. Then something will happen in our lives at a certain point, and our third road will open up, and that will be different. And that might be to master the world of money and business, for example. And we will pursue that road as well as the others. It's not one road instead of the others. We've now got 3 roads, there's 3 facets to our life. Now, anybody that knows anything about numbers will confirm that 4 is a magic number. 4 is the number of structure and the number of building. So, at some point in our lives, when we've learned enough, our 4th road will open up before us. Then we're running on 4 different tracks, doing 4 different things, and then the magic happens. Because what happens at that point is that we find ourselves doing something in a way that nobody else can do. We are following 4 different paths. Sounds crazy, sounds completely contradictory, but loads of people are already doing it. We're following 4 different paths which combine to one major mega super highway that is totally and utterly unique to us. At that point, we might be working harder than we've ever worked in our lives, but it'll be doing things that we really want to be doing. And we will be head first, 100 miles an hour, into our life purpose.